Hey there, and happy Thursday. So as you can tell, we've got some great sunshine making its way as the sun sets. That's giving me blinders for my face. That's okay. I'll take the sunshine every time. All right. So I am winding down. Today is the very last day of Celebration 2024. And I just can't believe that. It's like today's the last day. And we even got an extra day. It's Leap Day. So happy birthday for those of you that get to celebrate your birthday once every 4 years on the day that's meant for you, not just the day before or the day after, or kind of in between. So let me show you what I want to put together for you here. It is the Jungle Pals, and it is all about celebration. So this is a bundle that goes together. Hi there, Marilyn. And with the Jungle Pals, you can get the stamp set for free at the $50 celebration level, and then you can get the cute dies for the celebration $100 level. And then I'm actually showing you some of the paper that is part of celebration as well at the $50 level that a lot of you already have because it's the Sunny Days and it's been really popular. So let me get my camera turned around here. Righty, and can see better kind of what I'm talking about here. All right, so I've got, this is the card here, and how fun to just add a lot of dies and such. Sometimes cards like this can drive me a little crazy because of the amount of die cutting for just one project, and those that love to die cut, this could be right up your alley. I thought it was kind of fun, just die cutting and then just kind of adding and plopping and going and just keep adding layers and such. So this was kind of fun for me. So in the celebration brochure here, this one on pages 12 and 13, you can see the stamp set here. All of the cute critters here have, this guy reminds me of Madagascar. I don't know about you guys, but it totally reminds me of the movie Madagascar. Thanks, Marilyn. Thanks. And then, of course, we've got the toucan that I'm going to work with, the sloth, and the alligator, probably the crocodile. Probably that's more of a crocodile, and then the tiger. And so, like I said, the dies cut out all of those images, as you can see, and then we've got lots of nice jungle pieces, the swinging vine, and like I said, all the extra little pieces here that I'm going to use for you. And then that Sunny Days, just in case you're like, okay, do I have Sunny Days or not? I always like to flip to it, so that way if you see this, you might go, oh, yes, I do have that. Because I feel like certain images like go together for the Pretty Designer Series paper, and other ones you're like, oh, yeah, that does go with clouds, and raindrops do go with the flowers. So yeah, there you have it. So lots of free product, and today is the last day to place an order to get free things and also to join my team. So that's how that goes. So let me start by taking some Pool Party as my card base. My card's going to open up this way. Hey there, Sherry. Thanks for joining in. And then next, I have some shaded spruce, and this is cut 4 by 5 1/4. So kind of a fun color combination, which ties together when we add the Sunny Days, the raindrops or the Pool Party and shaded spruce color. So I'm going to go ahead and just start taping this down. So my Sunny Days paper is cut 3.75 by 5 1/4, or 5 inches, excuse me. You can see I cut here from, it was 12 by 12. And so I just cut like 3.75 inch strips, and then I cut it 5 inches across here, so I could get that little piece here that has some of the tops of the clouds and then the raindrops too, because this is going to look like our rainforest. Oh, did I cut that 3.75? It looks like I messed up, but I always have my trimmer at the ready. The trimmer has been popular this past week. During celebration, I do this myself. If there's any tools or bigger things, bigger items that I need, I tend to kind of put it on my wish list until celebration and then go, you know what? I'm going to finally get that thing and then get something free that I want from celebration, as well as like the trimmer or the Big Shot, or excuse me, the cut and emboss machine. I think we all kind of still want to call it the Big Shot. Okay, so we've got that for our card base there. Hi, Elisa. Hi, Sandy. So that's kind of how our card base is going to start out, with that backdrop of like a rainforest there. And then next, in the dies. I've pulled out about half the dies. So what I've left are the 4 critters that I'm not using and just this little jungle swinging vine there. But otherwise, the rest of it I'm going to be using here. And I'm going to lay down some pecan pie. I love this color. Now, this die, just so you know, it doesn't have an edge cutting piece on this edge. It does here, but not here. So if you want a tree trunk that's going to go out farther, you just go out farther from this edge. If you want a narrower tree, you just go out that way. So I'm going to leave about that much of a space there along my edge, and I'll show you. It'll kind of make more sense after I cut it, kind of what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to run this through. I'm going to be giving my cut and emboss machine a big workout. Okay, so as you can see, the die kind of stopped cutting there, and now we've got this much extra. But because of those like lines in there, it makes it look like there's more to it there that way. So you can see that you can make your trunk be wider if you want or not. So I'm just going to set that aside, and now I'll just put down my adhesive here, and I'm just going to put that right along the edge of that shaded spruce, that darker green here, like so. So we've got that coming out there because I wanted to make plenty of room for all the vegetation that we're going to have. So right now it looks pretty sparse, and you go, seriously, how do you go from this to this? But we're going to do that. So lots of die cutting. Okay, so let me start by getting some of that vegetation going. And the colors that I'm using are the shaded spruce. And so I want to get this going with that. There's only one of these and one of these leaves. So I'm just going to kind of plop those on. There's a couple of these longer leaves. So just to make use of my cutting surface here, I'm just going to kind of put those on there. And then I need a few of these green leaves, so I'm going to pile those on here as well too. So let me get my top cutting plate, and we'll kind of get started there. Hopefully I don't lose track of what I need, because like I said, we're gonna do little bits and pieces. Some of these just fall right out, which is always awesome. So I'm just gonna put those 2 leaves. I'm only gonna need a couple of those, so those are done. And then these littler leaves here, I'm gonna need more of those. And then where's my take your pick tool? I'm gonna grab that one, poke that one out, and then poke this one out here too. All right, and then I'm just gonna check for questions. Hi Barb, hi Enchanted Inkers. Oh, Cassie, hi there, and Sandy. So whoops. Okay. Hopefully I didn't mess up my screen. I kind of tapped it a little too hard. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and just add a couple more of these leaves. And you're probably going like, okay, what is she doing? It's all going to come together. And this, you guys, is where I love my scraps. So I have, you can tell, like some of these pieces have like gouges of die cuts, but it kind of works out pretty nice because these are all those pieces that I save, and some people think I'm crazy for saving, you know, pieces, but then when it comes to all these die cuts, it's so nice to just be able to grab those scraps and turn them into leaves and such like that. Okay, so let me take this, and I think we're all set. I'm just going to have one of each of those colors, and I need this, and then we need, yep, we're going to need one more of those. So I think I'm just going to set that there. One leaf decided to pop out and the other one didn't. That's okay. There we go, got that. And then for now anyway, I am going to just go with one more of these pool parties here. And I'm gonna give that a cut through, and then I think I'll just, do I want to? Yeah, I think I'm gonna start to assemble what we've got so far before I add my cute little toucan. Oops. There we go, got that. Okay, so give that a break and give you guys time to go, oh my goodness, she's still cutting. Okay. Let's see. All right, so for some reason now I can't see comments. So if you guys have questions, I will answer that, but just later. I'm just gonna see if I can. I hate to do too much with my screen. They're back. Okay. I hate to do too much with my screen while I am stamping for the fear that I'm going to mess things up even worse. Hi there, Tabitha. Okay, so now I'm back to just taking and putting a little bit of adhesive kind of here and there on these pieces. So I'm just going to kind of go like that. Doesn't take a lot of adhesive, and this one too. And that's what I love about my glass mat. I'm going to be curious what Stampin' Up! Says with people that sign up during celebration. If more people signed up because there was more that they wanted for the dollar amount to sign up, or if it was because they liked the glass mat. So always curious to know those types of things. All right, so for the bottom here, I'm going to start on the bottom, and what I'm going to do is take and tuck this kind of right up against that tree. So I have my shaded spruce along the edge of my shaded spruce mat there, like so. And I actually kind of want to push this down so it stays, but not towards the edge, because I'm going to now tuck this next piece right underneath there. So this goes even past that shaded spruce, so it looks really nice and full. And now I have that kind of a double layer there. So we're going to go with that. And now this piece, I'm going to do that same thing across the top here and just kind of go until that reaches the edge piece there and is lined up along the top edge of that shaded spruce there. And I've got some adhesive on these pieces. Now, none of these things so far are popped up. I'm just kind of leaving them flat so that the things that we do pop up are going to give it even more kind of a layered look. So we've kind of got those leaves in a couple different colors there, shaded spruce and pool party. So now you can see it's starting to build. Hi there, Renee. And now we've got all these little tiny pieces here. These are the leaves. I love that they're cut and embossed. So let me take, for these, because they're cut and split, I don't know if you can see that here, with that, on these cuts, if I put white dimensionals behind there, I'm always afraid that the white's going to show through. So I'm going to use my black dimensionals for today's project, just so that that won't show through. Let me get these off like so. Okay, and I'm just going to see these tiny little notches. Whoops, this guy's stuck through there. Pull it out and up. Okay, there we go. So you can see the little notches. So I'm going to have one leaf going up out of there, and then one kind of tipping down from the outside edge. Now this branch I'm going to leave for that little toucan guy. Let me get the dimensional tops off of here. And so I've got this that's going to flop up from that little notch, and now this is going to go down from that little notch. So you can see where this is building up some more. Hi there, Elaine. So now with these leaves here, I'm going to just snip off. Where is my scissors? Here we go. I'm going to just snip off the leaves because I don't need those long pieces for today's project. So I'm just going to add some adhesive here. And where it looks like there's kind of some white showing, I'm just going to tuck a leaf there going one way, and then underneath there tuck another leaf kind of going the opposite way, so that we've got that there. And it might look a little goofy, but we're going to follow up with a flower with some color there. So let's do a little bit of stamping. I'm going to pull out my Memento black ink here and stamp out that cute little toucan like that. And set that aside, and then we're going to pull out these little flowers. So I wanted to kind of get some color that's going to match my toucan. So let's bring over the cut and emboss machine right away. And this guy I'm going to lay over top the die so that he can get cut out. And then I'm going to grab some pumpkin pie. And I love it that Stampin' Up! Gives us like double flowers like that, because I'm going to need to run that through twice, or yeah, 2 orange and 2 yellow. So I love it when Stampin' Up! Thinks ahead and gives us that option right away. Okay, so I've got that, and sometimes I'll drop them on my glass mat or surface. I don't know if any of you have ever done that, just to see if they'll pop out sometimes. Sometimes I get lucky like that. All right, and then I'm going to grab some lemon lolly. That's such a nice color for today's project. So I'm just going to take and put the lemon lolly on here like so. And do that same thing, and then we will be done die cutting. All right, just gonna take and pop that and pop this, and then you can see where my color inspiration today is coming from when you see the colors of the flowers that I'm adding here too as well. So I have my pumpkin pie and lemon lolly Stampin' Blends, as well as some of the dark smoky slate. So I'm going to start with my dark smoky slate for the body of the toucan, and I'm just gonna color all of the body in, because I feel like sometimes I like to do the blending look with the lighter and the darker, but today I feel like everything's going to be kind of focused on the color that's coordinating with the pops of color coming from the toucan's beak. So sometimes I think, okay, don't work so hard, just work smart and go. That's where everybody's going to look, is that beak. And some days I might go, but I really like the pop that the two-tone gives too. So I'm just going to go in here and color that body, and then there's a wing over here too. So I'm going to follow through with that. And then next I'm going to take the light lemon lolly and just kind of circle around the eye, and just lightly color that and fill the rest of that in there. And then I'm going to kind of go a little bit onto the beak with the lemon lolly light color too. And then when I blend that with my next color, which is the light pumpkin pie, kind of makes more of a natural looking beak when I do that. And then that's also going to go here down in a little bit of tongue. So you can see that there's a little bit of color gradient there that way. Hi there, Jean, good to see you on here. So I've used lemon lolly light. Now I'm going to use lemon lolly dark for the next band on the toucan's beak. And then after using the light pumpkin pie, now I'm following through with the dark pumpkin pie here. So I've got some nice bright colors there. How cute is that guy, right? Okay, so now we can finish adding these pieces onto the card. So I'm going to pop him over and then use a couple more of the dimensionals. Like I said, I'm using the black ones today just because if they show, it'll look better. So he's just going to perch right up here on the tree, and since he's popped up, kind of fun there like that. And then all these little flowers I'm going to tip over, and because they've got cuts in them, that's why I'm using the black dimensionals, so that the white doesn't show through the cuts if the dimensional peeks through where one of those cuts are into the extra texture of where it's been die cut on purpose. Yeah, I love it when Stampin' Up! Kind of does that die cut plus emboss plus cuts in there. So I'm just going to kind of put a flower there and a flower here, and then just kind of add a couple flowers there so that our vegetation looks a little bit more colorful and kind of goes here and there across the bottom of the card. And then that ties in with the toucan there as well. Now for the sentiment, I was trying to think of, okay, what do we have? Because the stamp set from Jungle Pals through Celebration, just animals there, no extra sentiments or any types of greetings. So I tried to pull out things that have cutesy animals that might go together, like the little monkey. I thought, oh, you know what? Even though these sentiments don't fit in there, how fun is this monkey going to be to put with the dies from the Jungle Pals? So I was kind of setting this aside to go with that. But like I said, a lot of these things don't go with today's cards necessarily. But then I went to just playing in the rain, which like everybody has loved this. And I thought the Oh Happy Day just looks like it would fit really well with today's card. So let me get out some, just a little piece of basic white, and here it is, my shaded spruce ink pad. And making sure I didn't get green on my finger. And so let me just stamp out Oh Happy Day in the shaded spruce color. I thought the dark green would be a fun pop instead of the more subtle Pool Party. So then I'm just going to put that there like so. And then this can get a couple dimensionals, and we're just going to kind of tuck that in amongst the trees and the toucan and make it just look like it's meant to be, because there's a little bit of cloud in with the designer series paper with the raindrops. So if I just kind of take and lift him up and tuck that behind the leaves here. Okay, there we go. So now we've kind of got his beak going over part of the cloud and some leaves going on there of that same color. And I just feel like it totally complements and makes all those layers that we've put on there just go together really well. And there again, because of all the papers and such, I'm not going to use any extra embellishments. I kind of pulled out from Celebration the opaque faceted gems to go, you know, should I add that here and there? I did think about centering those on the flowers, but then it gets kind of hard to mail when there's about 3 to 4 layers already and then a gem on top. Then the postal system doesn't always stay as happy with us as card crafters. So I'm just going to leave that. And then Oh Happy Day can be anything, but for the inside, I'm just going to take a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 design, basic white, and okay, and I already did the Stitched with Whimsy. I don't know if you heard whispering in the background. My grandkids are here to take me out for supper. So if you stick with me while I add the inside here, I'll give you a sneak peek, because you guys got to see Mackenzie last week. Weston was kind of bummed that he didn't get to see everybody. So so you guys will be just like amazed how much he has grown. So let me get my ink pad covers back on here and then show you that. And like that. Do you like that? Yeah. Okay. So.
Time to go to Mexico.
Okay. So now I'm gonna flip this over. Okay. Say hi.
Hi.
Oh, Mackenzie, you're too short. There you go. Yay. All right. Okay. All right. So, yes, I was trying to sneak this in before supper tonight. So, have a great evening. And if you have any questions about Celebration things, please let me know, and we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.